Hey there everyone, it's me, Safari Sam, and I just wanted to show you that our Black Widow, and we're being quiet here because we don't want to disturb them, is feeding. See, there's something wrapped up in the web there. It looks to me like there was probably something living in the wood, and it came out. We caught this Black Widow a couple episodes ago, and they have been a little pal. They've been really shy, but they've been very active, crawling around, and I think it's about time to make a new enclosure for them, don't you? The specific enclosure that we're going to be creating for our Black Widow is this. A Zilla microhabitat, the smallest arboreal one. Arboreal means climbing, lives in trees, etc. So it'll be a tall one, not a long one. You see they have a jumping spider advertised for it. This would probably be a decent habitat for a jumping spider. Pretty neat. They're not sponsoring us or anything, because if they were I wouldn't fight doing the ad. Oh, but it is still pretty cool. They show a lot of creatures in ads for this that could not possibly live comfortably in here, but it should be great for a Black Widow. And here it is, the small arboreal Zilla micro habitat. It's actually pretty good. This is the 4-inch length, 4-inch width, 8-inch height. And I actually think it's going to be really great for our Black Widow. As you can see, it's much bigger than what they're in now. We are going to have to spruce it up a little. These plants are for our frogs. We'll get to that. You'll see that video soon enough. There's a bit of stuff we got to do for that one still. But, yeah, this is actually pretty good. I'm going to give kind of a unbiased review here. Once again, not sponsored. Just if you want one of these for a tiny little spider or other tiny little insect, it's great. I don't know many actual reptiles or amphibians that would really be at home in here unless they are minuscule. But it has a nice bottom chamber for substrate. The locking mechanism actually works quite well. You see it works. Oh, you gotta pop that pussy, and then that can help you turn it out, and the door lifts and folds. It's front opening, which is great for access to your critters, stresses them out less if you come at them from the front. This lock is going to get some taking used to, but it is going to work incredibly well. There's ventilation for your critters, and it was incredibly simple to put together. Held together by silicone bands, and it does come with 2 extra ones in case you lose one. And they're really tight. I don't think they're going to rot like rubber bands would, which is also great. And this puppy is very sturdy. And they're stackable, so if you have multiple critters, you can stack them all on top of each other within reason. So yeah, let's start to decorate it. First thing we're going to do is get some of this Reptibark out of Rotem's enclosure. Thank you for the bark, Rotem. It is much appreciated. That should do it. Thanks again to Rotem for their generosity. Now, before anyone gets mad at me for taking stuff out of there, that Reptibark was fresh when we put it in, and Rotem and the Black Widow came from the same environment. They were actually caught a few yards from each other, so that's that. I also have several sticks from the same yard, so let's pop in to these pussies, and that's still a little long, so let's pop a bit off the top there. That's a little more than I meant to pop off. But if we really get it in there, there we go. That fits. That puppy fits. It's a tight fit, but it is a fit, right? And I do want it to be a tight fit because I want our critter to be able to crawl around to their heart's content. Kind of do a wooden X. I can make a nice web right in there. And we need a little flavour. Wouldn't you agree? So, some detritus. Also from their natural, local environment. There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful looking. So you got the X, got some detritus. I'm not going to be growing anything in there, but I also don't want to give them any fake plants. So I think for now this will probably be okay, but we do have to do one thing. Remember these? These are limestone microfossils from Florida riverbeds, which will also be South Georgia riverbeds, and Georgia is where this puppy is from. So, and black widows are found pretty much everywhere but Antarctica. But we use these to kind of christen new enclosures. Oh, that fossil ain't that micro, but still tossing it in there. So that's, you know, critters of the past helping house a critter of the present, who might make critters of the future one day. But if an egg sac does somehow end up in here, which it probably won't, I will have to snip it out, and I'll probably put both of them back into the wild if that is the case. So let's take this little leftover stick for good measure, and voila, that is our new black widow enclosure. Now comes the hard part. Now comes glitting our black widow from the jar into there. And I don't think they're going to like it very much. Not at all. Now, a black widow spider is pretty unlikely to bite, but we are going to be kind of handling them, or at least trying to get them in there, so gloves are a must. Watch our previous video, or one of our previous videos where we put them in a jar. And remember, Poppy still needs a name, so keep that in mind. Alright. Oh, they're not really reacting. You better not be dead. Hello there, beautiful. Hello. Oh yeah, you're kicking. I think you're just feeding is all. Sorry to interrupt, gal. Or guy, we didn't really determine. But you have a new habitat, don't you? Yeah, come on out. Come on. It's much bigger. I think you'll like it a lot more. Come on. I know you don't want to leave your web, but there's a whole new world out there for you. I really shouldn't have put gravel in the bottom of this because I don't want to shake them out and hurt them. If some of that gravel falls out in here, it's fine. There you go. There you go. Alright. Hey, don't climb out. Go on. Where are you going? No, you stay in there. Stay right in there. Okay? There you go. I'll be taking this. And you now have a wonderful new home. There you go. And they're all set. Look how happy they are. Well, you can't see them, you're too far away, but I can zoom. Hello. So much more space. Such a clearer view for us here. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Look at them go. Isn't this a much better viewing experience? Yeah. So, I do want to show a feeding video, but they're clearly spooked. Who can blame them? And we're going to leave these previous elements of the last enclosure in here. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're kicking around. We're going to leave these previous elements in here. Maybe that'll help them feel at home. Yeah, they're hiding behind the log there. Hopefully that's not where they decide to put their web. Hopefully they'll put it up top. This is an arboreal enclosure after all. And when they're all settled, when they've got a nice little web and stuff going, we'll do a live feeding. I have a little bit of live debia roaches. And we're also going to do a live feeding of this cricket to our praying mantis rotem. Yeah, rotem. So that'll be really fun. But for now, that's it. Check out all of our links down below. We've got like Twitter and Patreon. Hopefully by the time this video is up, I'll have our new Patreon tier that's just for Safari Sam supporters. We know it's kind of different than a lot of the rest of the show, so we want to give a Safari Sam tier where that money will be benchmark dedicated to Safari Sam only, to help us get new animals and take care of the ones we have, and to help us get more space for more animals. Oh, look at them. They're crawling around. They're exploring. They're all right. You're all right, ain't ya? I see your little leggies. Oh, I see your little leggies. All right. And remember, if you have any name suggestions for our Black Widow, leave them down below. We just haven't settled on anything yet. Rotem, we named based on a Jake and Amir episode, and oh, our shrimp are based on Godzilla, whatnot. We're not going to name them Natasha or Scarlet or Kumonga because we're not hacks. But we do want to give them a fun name for a fun spider who we've really enjoyed watching, despite the fact that they don't move around terribly much. But they're active right now, which is good. So that's it. Thank you all once again. And the next video, not totally sure what it will be, but it'll probably be focused on our praying mantis Rotem. Probably the feeding video, almost certainly. That's it. Thank you all. See you all next time. Bye for now.